Alright, time for part 2. Let me just deposit these real quick, because I did some exploration. About exploring the collection of plenty. And the exploration there, at like 20% now. Actually, not even 20%. 14%. That start. Need to go to the speaker's chamber. I don't think you get up. Wait, no, you can.
Faster!
If you're just in a great...
You can't. Maybe I'm thinking of it wrong. This place can be like a maze sometimes.
All right.
Yeah, this is... I'm wrong. Say.
So sleepy.
Didn't sleep well?
Yeah, I blame Kachina. Being all mysterious about some gathering to discuss something important. I was so curious I couldn't stop tossing and turning the whole night. Also, how come it's so quiet today? You didn't lock a How up, did you?
When I tried to wake him up this morning, his response was, "Leave me be, minion. Darest thou disturb the almighty Dragon Lord in our slumber?" I figured it'd be for the best that he's not here anyway, so I didn't bother calling him again.
Good thing you didn't tell him about our gathering. We could do without his gate crashing for sure. Not late, am I?
Dang, the whole gang's here. I'm just realizing, Chaska's kind of ruining this little heart shape that we're trying to do. Had she just been like near Isan or Niche there. I'm thinking this. Got everybody in that land here that has a vision. Oh, that's playable, I should think. Aoife will be playable next patch.
Nope, you're right on time. So, Aoife, now that everyone's here, shall we begin?
Actually, today we have a big favor we'd like to ask of all of you.
What's up? Why so serious all of a sudden?
It's a long story. One that begins with a mysterious friend of Milray's.
Bloodshed between the tribes. That seems almost unthinkable today, but it was an everyday occurrence in that era. Even working together on something was impossible. That's just too awful.
There have always been disputes, but once they escalated into fully fledged clashes between tribes, even a peacemaker would have been powerless to mediate.
And that little Kukasaur Antu believed that the sacred flame crystals harbored some kind of evil power that lay at the root of these intertribal conflicts, and that led to all the later misunderstandings. At this point, it would be nigh impossible to explain the truth to him. Granny's right. It would only make him suffer all over again.
That said, Antu will naturally sense that something's off once you've collected enough sacred flame crystals and cure Milray, won't he? He'll see that no one has been corrupted and that all is as it should be. At that point, he would realize the truth of what happened in the past, even as young as he is.
Exactly. That's why we came up with a plan. When the second half of the tournament wraps up, we'll have enough sacred flame crystals. That's when I want everyone to act like the crystals have messed with us and start arguing.
Ooh, acting! That sounds fun! Then what?
Then, we'll bring Antu over and cast a spell of unity to cleanse all the bad vibes within the sacred flame crystals and bring everyone back to their senses. Of course, neither the evil power or the magic are real, but we've got to make the little dude think he's done something awesome.
Uh-huh, yeah, I get where you're going with this. The best way to make up for regrets is to do what you failed to do before. We'll recreate that scene from his past, only this time, he'll get the chance to rewrite the future. So, how exactly are we going to do this? Is there anything we can look to?
Once, when I was reading a foreign book, I came across something called an interactive play designed specifically for kids. The story usually features a showdown between a hero and a villain, with twists and turns throughout. Just as things reach a climax, the hero will pretend to be losing and ask for the children's help. Then the children all raise their hands, lending their power to the hero and helping them defeat the villain. For the adults watching, it's just a performance, but the children will walk away feeling happy for days to come. At that age, happiness doesn't come from material rewards, but from a heart that believes.
Oh, true. I can totally relate. When I helped out at my parents' shop as a kid, they would always intentionally leave me some simple tasks like dusting down the shelves or making sure the merchandise was arranged neatly. Then they'd shower me with praise when I was finished, saying stuff like, "Good job, Mualani, you're a genius." And the funny thing is, it always made me super happy.
Spot on. That's exactly it. We want to make Antu feel the same way a kid who just helped a hero would. Lessen his regret and pain before he moves on. Besides, Milray already heard the rumors about the sacred flame crystals from him. If we don't dispel the curse right in front of him, he might refuse to take the medicine. But we can't pull off a show like that with just us. That's why I'm asking for your help.
We'll probably need about 5 more people. I mean, there are 5 more spots up for grabs. First come, first served.
You have my board. I'm probably the best at arguing here, don't you think? We get some pretty rude customers in our shop, and I've had to develop quite a few communication skills to deal with them.
You have my... cabbages? I can help prepare some props and special effects, like smoke to mimic the evil power, and bright lights for the spell of unity.
And my flame strider.
Oh, you're joining too, Archon?
It really resonated with me when Citlali mentioned a clash between heroes and villains. And unlike the heroes in those plays, I've borrowed strength from all of you in the real world. And we've overcome powerful foes together as a result. I think I'll do justice to the role.
Well, if Mika's on board, then you have my hammer. I'm really interested in the part where we pretend to argue.
Let's see. We've got our actors and the stage is set. Now we need a director, a dude to run the show.
Or it's Kanich.
Why are you all looking at me?
Consider it our vote of confidence, Kanich.
Fine. Then you have my grappling hook. I happen to have some time.
So, that's everyone then. In that case, Varessa and I will take care of the cleanup.
Sorry, guys. I'd love to sign up, but I already promised to help transport the wounded.
As for me, if I see you all arguing, I wouldn't be able to resist stepping in.
And I'm just really bad at acting. I'd be so stiff, the game would be up before we even got started. I'll stay and help the Saurians search for Ocean Zephyrs. Once they've brought enough back, I'll join you as soon as I can. As our Archon herself often says, we all have our own part to play, right?
That's right. All right. Once the second half of the exhibition match is over, we'll split into 2 teams and play our respective parts.
Great! Let's make the second half an even more exciting fight. That way, we'll be able to collect more sacred flame crystals to help cure Milray. I've even come up with a secret strategy that's sure to catch you all off guard.
After centuries, we're holding the Bloomflower trials once more. I hope that this time we can bring them to a close free from regret. Are you all confident that we can do this?
Yes, Archon.
Yeah!
Then let's get this show on the road.
Spell of Unity. Join the Unity.
Alright, looks like everyone's here. Time for a strategy meeting.
Also, I love the Lord of the Rings references. You have my sword, you have my bow, and my axe. That's a nice little,
Ugh, why do they keep picking battlefields covered in mountains that need climbing?
But you can fly, Paimon.
If you're worried about getting tired, I can just fly you straight to the top.
You fly me to the top?
Launching a surprise attack on their base would also be a good tactic.
I'll use smoke to sow confusion amongst their ranks. Then you guys can just charge in and beat the living daylights out of them.
I like that plan.
It'll be over as soon as it began.
These two are in even more of a rush than Paimon is.
Let's all just calm down for a moment. We don't even know what their formation will be like. Besides, if we don't deal with nearby opponents first, our main base could be at risk.
Slow and steady wins the race. Let's start with the base of the foot of the mountain.
But the area nearby is full of rocks. Looks like they're trying to block our path.
That's nothing. Let's just charge straight through. Come on, time for a warm-up.
Alright. They don't have Ison. Onia's lance, the best lance. Hey, Allie Hunter. Oh. Let's do it.
Faster, stronger.
Whoa, you actually managed to smash all the rocks!
Woo! That loosened me up.
Right. I did not do it. I don't know how to do it still. Very confusing.
Quick as a flash. Ah! I'll stop you in your tracks.
Don't mind if I do.
Start the clock.
Farewell!
Bullseye! Locked up. Don't worry, everyone. We can do it.
Bam!
Bullseye!
Bam!
Knock them down.
Bam!
We've got to fall back for now. Excellent! We've secured the Children of Echo's base. Time to head up the mountain. All tuckered out. Let me give you a hand.
Granny to the rescue! Now that's what Paimon calls some serious backup.
Granny's not here to check if I've been slacking, is she?
Oh, hell yeah! Let's go!
Coming! Watch out! Faster, stronger! Sha! Carefully, carefully.
Find a way to hold them off.
Your move.
Let's move! Suffer the wrath of Easley! Door's over. Coach will take it from here. Quick as a flash. Yeah. Well played.
Oh, that's pretty.
Nice, another one in the bag.
Something's wrong. There are far fewer people in their base than expected.
And Mualani hasn't put in an appearance yet either.
Uh-oh, not good. The people of the Springs took back the base we just captured.
What?
And even worse, they're sending troops to attack our main base.
That girl has some moves. I'll give her that.
Looks like we'll have to split our forces to hold off their counterattack.
Don't worry. I'll handle Mualani. She still owes me for wrecking my front door. You just focus on moving forward.
Why didn't you wreck your front door?
You're a lifesaver, Granny Seat Lolly. We can rest easy knowing you're here covering the rear.
Thanks, Granny. We've got this.
There goes my hero, Granny E.T. Wow.
Controlled breathing.
I was running.
Charge! Oh, is this not over yet? How many people do they have in reserve?
Splitting their forces into smaller squads to slow our advance and undermine our morale. Very clever.
Be free.
Charge!
Looks like the scions of the Canopy Space is on the other side of that cliff.
Ooh, does that mean it's finally time for the big showdown?
That cliff top's very high up. Whatever you do while you're flying over, don't look down.
An each.
I knew that wouldn't stop you. Let's have our weapons do the talking.
Have at thee.
Time to say hello.
Start the clock!
Hold on to your hats.
Take me up!
This isn't over yet.
I will stand down.
The fight is done. Sound the retreat.
Oh, Chaska's so awesome. I'm kind of regretting I didn't pull on her. I went deep.
The fruits of victory taste almost as sweet as ones I've grown myself. At least I won't be in for one of Granny's scoldings.
Wow, that explains why you were so fired up today.
Auroron! Since when has your granny ever gone around scolding people like some sort of scary monster, huh? Huh?
Anyway, good workout, huh?
You can say that again. It's not every day you get to enjoy the thrill of battle.
You youngsters sure love a good brawl, huh? Once this is all over, I think I'll need a few days at home to lie down and recover.
Thanks, Granny. Without your support, who knows what might have happened.
I'll have you know that Mualani didn't pull any punches during our little skirmish just now. Next time she shows up at my place asking for a favor, I'm giving her a proper talking to.
Shows that everyone really was giving it their all. Anyway, after all that, surely we've collected enough sacred flame crystals now.
We have indeed. Let's gather them up and head back. Next up, time for our little play.
Yay, a play.
Aoife, this should be enough, right?
Dang, we got a lot of them.
Yeah, plenty. Maybe more than we can even use.
Oh, that's great news. Just goes to show how fired up everyone was. Let's set the remainder aside in case of emergency. Next up, the main event. When do we start?
Just a sec. Before we roll the cameras, let's break it all down one more time.
I get to hear it?
Shortly, you'll all take the sacred flame crystals and place them in front of Milray and Nyan. Then, once Kanich gives the signal, Auroron will do his thing, and the crystals will start giving off a black mist. That'll be the cue to start fighting. Once things get real heated, we'll bring Antu in and have him cast the Spell of Unity. Afterwards, Auroron will clear his black mist, and then we all go back to chilling with each other. Any questions?
Relax. I've played it all through in my head many times now.
Great, then let's do this.
All right, do it.
Oh, finally! We've got all the sacred flame crystals we need. Don't worry, little guy. You'll be better in no time.
It's just like Eva said. He looks very reluctant to go through with this.
As long as he sees us dispel the curse with his own eyes, we'll be all right. Let's proceed.
Hey, Mualani. That's weird. I feel a bit dizzy.
Special effects team, get in position.
On the case.
Oh, I'm taking that. So funny. On the gate.
Now, time to get squabbling. As agreed, we'll start with Mualani.
You've got this, Mualani. Leave it to me.
Oh boy.
Now, listen up, Kachina. I'm gonna give you a piece of my mind. You hear me? I'd never have thought you'd do something so terrible, Kachina. Why, I'm positively furious! What did I do again? That is a good question. Let me think about that.
I thought you said you were a natural at this.
Oh man.
I am, but I'm struggling to come up with a reason to argue. How am I supposed to tap into old talents when I'm drawing blanks here?
If this goes on much longer, even the little Saurians will realize something's off. Don't get caught up on the reasons for an argument. Just start by setting the atmosphere for one.
Don't panic. I'm thinking. Oh, I know. How about this? Kachina! You stand accused of the heinous crime of eating my very last Saurus cracker!
A heinous crime indeed.
Huh? When we went out for a picnic last night, you ate the last Saurus cracker. How could you have done such an abominable thing? I was saving that for the end!
Oh, I'm sorry. I mean, so? You ate way more than I did!
No. You just don't get it! The ones we ate in the middle don't matter. The last one's always the tastiest!
Good. He's starting to buy it. Time to turn up the heat.
Mualani! Isn't it about time you paid up for wrecking my door?
Oh, seriously? You're bringing this up now? You promised to let it go the last time we had dinner together!
And when might that have been?
The last time we had dinner, like I said! We were over at the People of the Springs, and you'd had just a teensy bit too much to drink. You took my hand and said it was all water under the bridge. Wait, hold on. Have you genuinely forgotten? Oh, this isn't part of your act, is it? And to think I tried so hard.
Is this what sacred flame crystals can do? It's like you've all become completely different people. Surely our only hope now is for me to...
Can it, Mawika? Do you even have any idea how long I've had to put up with your nonsense?
Oh.
Without so much as a heads up, you just dumped some pile of design schematics in my workshop that you'd gotten from who knows where, and then tell me to build you that flame rider or whatever you call it. Then you drive it into the wilderness every single day, and then whenever it breaks down, you send it straight back to me for repair, even when I'm on vacation. Oh, and not to mention your special sunglasses and that precious sword of yours that's impervious to even the hottest of flames. Do you need me to make a list?
Is it just me? Or is Shilonen's acting pretty convincing?
No, that was real. That wasn't acting, that was real. Just had to get that off her chest, because it's true. Oh my god.
She might be the only one who's not actually acting, Kachina.
So sleepy. Why didn't you wake me up this morning, Kanich?
And from now on, I am not taking any more work during holidays, and you're banned from showing up at my vacation spots.
Wait a minute. I remember now. You were the one who kept encouraging me to drink more that evening. Trying to get me drunk so you could write off some old debts, huh? Smooth moves, Mualani. Figured out some tricks to use on old Granny, have you?
Little smug look that Mualani did, like, yeah, I did that.
Well, would you look at that? Oh, these little pipsqueaks suddenly at each other's throats! Oh, what a golden opportunity this could be! Listen up, everyone! Arguing won't solve any problems, so let's settle this with a good old-fashioned fight to the death! I, the almighty Dragon Lord, Kahula, hereby appoint myself your referee! Kanich! Let's start with Kanich! Who's got it in for Kanich? Huh? Whoa, what's wrong? Why are you all looking at me?
You got the whole squad laughing. Oh my god, there's a whole bunch of screenshots from Natalie. The gallery's gonna be awesome.
Oh, perfect timing.
You. Well, you're the worst. You wasted an entire bucket of ice by taking a bath in it.
Yeah, that was nasty, I remember that.
And you ate all those crackers I baked. I spent the whole night preparing them.
Always yelling at the top of your lungs. You're a permanent earache in a pint-sized package.
No list would suffice to record the horrible things you've done.
Whoa! Time out! Why is this all suddenly aimed at me?
What they say fuck me for?
Oh, how could this be? The argument's spiraling out of control. I can no longer cleanse the evil power within the sacred flame crystals myself.
Not even the Pyro Archon can cleanse the flames. What do we do?
If this goes on much longer, continues for much longer. Oh, how does it go again? Let me see. Oh, yeah. If this goes on much longer, Natlan will be in grave danger.
She had the lines written on her hand.
We're so close. If only a brave hero would step forward. Good thing I wrote that all down in advance. Hopefully I sold it.
That's us. You ready, Antu? Antu?
There's no need to save him. Think of what we could accomplish with all those sacred flame crystals.
Fine by me. Let's settle our old scores today, once and for all. What right do you children of Echoes think you have to point fingers at us? How many times have you wronged us over the years?
Bunch of liars and cowards, banding together like the vermin you are. It's sickening.
Huh,
Never have the heavens smiled down upon those who live by the rules. If something's worth having, you've got to take it by force.
I should never have believed you.
All my fault. Only I'd never fallen ill in the first place. I don't want to be cured. I don't want the sacred flame crystals. Stop fighting, please!
Onto!
You're up, bro!
You're up, bro! Got this.
This ends now! We're here to save the day!
Evil power that corrupts the human heart? There's no place for you in Natlan anymore! We will stand united and face the years ahead together! Fly, my dude, fly! Cast the spell of unity, just like I taught you!
There he goes.
Now, Auroran. Got it.
I did it again.
The path of fate lies bleak. Walls rise in human hearts. Yet those walls we shall break, and we will march on. From this day forth, may worldly strife be no more.
What in the... Look! The evil power is fading!
The magic's working.
Grain fruit chips taste so much better with sweet cheese. That's not even up for debate.
I think you'll find that salted cheese is the classic. The first and best choice in Natlan for centuries.
Psh, cheese! That's just for kids! I'd never go near it.
Well, I guess you're not completely wrong. They have a unique flavor with salted cheese, too. The perfect storytime snack.
Also great with a glass of wine. Though sweet cheese with a splash of liqueur works well, too.
Cool.
Let's have another get-together sometime. Don't worry, I won't bring up the door incident again.
You're amazing, Granny. Next time I'll come with Kachina, and we'll bring some home-baked Saurus crackers and grain fruit chips along.
And some blazed meat stew and volcano cake, too!
Sure. In that case, I'll go find Varessa and we'll make you some nice... juice or something. When will you all grow up? Why does it feel like I'm always the only one drinking?
Hey, I got my drink here. I'll join you.
You should stay off the bottle too, Granny. Isn't there some kind of sweet and sour soup that's all the rage with the Masters of the Nightwind right now? What's it called again? Mystique soup? Much better than alcohol, if you ask me.
Wait a minute, what exactly is going on here? Your attitudes towards each other are changing way too fast!
Huh. Wow, that's weird. What was I just saying? I can't remember for the life of me. Can you, Mawika?
Something about wishing I dropped by your workshop more often and how grateful you are that I keep pushing you to achieve the impossible. Life is like climbing a mountain. All the best views are at the top. You just give people that kind of vibe.
I just got more work, you know.
Wait, are you serious?
Just kidding. I'll try my best not to dump any more strange commissions on you.
How into that have you two... Snap out of it, people! It's like you're all under some kind of spell! Quick, Kanich, think of something!
How? I owe you an apology, too. I've been too harsh on you.
Huh?
An apology?
It seems the evil power is completely gone. Were you the one who helped us?
Awesome job, bro!
Great job, Antu. Now that the sacred flame crystals have been cleansed, we can use them to cure your friend. Don't leave him hanging. Go tell him the good news. Thank you so much, all of you. This turned out even better than I imagined.
See, told you it would all work out. Didn't I mention I'm an old hand at this whole argument game?
You were this close to spilling the beans.
Here. Even the kids of our tribe would have done a better job. Tell you what, we're lucky they don't speak our language.
I couldn't help it. Besides, how was I supposed to, criticize Kachina to her face like that?
Lualani. Actually, it was the same for me. Even though I knew it was all just an act, I didn't want to argue with you.
Huh? So you were all just playing pretend? Ugh, boring! I'm going back to bed.
I love the little 2D walk, like, alright, see ya, I'm headed out.
Don't let the door hit you on the way out.
Now, all that's left are the ocean zephyrs, right? I heard on the way over that we'd already found some, so it shouldn't take long.
Everyone, over here!
Hey, all the Saurians. On Varessa and Chaska.
Hion-san! And... whoa, that's a lot of saurians!
We've gathered enough ocean zephyrs. I asked them to give them to me, but they wanted to bring them over themselves. So we came together. Here, I think this should be enough.
Just hang on a moment, everyone. I'll go mix the ingredients. Hey, Kakuku? Dude? Less chat, more help?
Sure thing, bro. I've got you, bro.
Whew. This is it. The moment we've all been waiting for. Oh, sacred flame crystal, forged by the will of many. Please, work your wonders and drive this sickness away.
It worked! Oh.
Cheer up, bro. It's always tough to lose a friend. But in this case, our parting is their reunion.
Exactly. Oh, it's so good, man. Oh, almost had me. You almost got me. That was pretty sad. I knew as soon as he turned around and saw the blue. That was the Night Kingdom.
Antu's already wandered the world for way too long. But now that you're all fixed up, he could be at peace. His final wish was to be reunited with his bro. And he's done that. We should be happy for him. Just like he celebrated your recovery. Thanks a ton, everyone. With your help, I've been able to do what my ancestor could not. Not only did we save this little Saurian from his torment, we also made a historic contribution to the study of phlogiston-related diseases. As a physician, I'm honestly feeling touched and overwhelmed.
Well said. Then without further ado, I hereby announce that the Bloomflower trials have come to a successful close. From my perspective, though, this competition had another meaning. Throughout the event, I didn't witness any arguments, scheming, or plotting for personal gain. All 6 tribes united to accomplish something truly remarkable. Even without the threat of the Abyss, we're still as close as family. We've surpassed those who came before us, and in the future, our people will surely grow more united still. So, in keeping with our traditions, it's time for a celebration. Let's make this a lively one, people.
Woohoo!
Woohoo!
As it happens, I picked a whole batch of fresh vegetables just yesterday. I'll go get them now.
Leave the meat to me.
And don't you dare skimp on it, Kanich.
I'll go gather the others. Many hands make light work. And besides, the best meals are always ones prepared together.
See you tonight, everyone.
See you tonight! Paimon's ready for a feast and a half.
What? Oh, I have to do Baronessa's event because she's all the way out there. Okay.
Carving waves!
That's fine. Dang, that was good. I like that. It was just really good. Seeing all the Saurians there, and him getting be healthy again, and then the united with his owl. Oh, it's so good. Sucks that this is a limited time quest. I feel like it should be like the game fully. Plus, it's just an introduction to Aoife as a character.
Bring it!
Well, actually, fully seeing him. Other than, you know, the signpost where it's like... Oh, I forget who was talking to him in that one. Is that Aurora? In the cutscene? Since I have to go do this. Hopefully this is the only thing we have to do, because I do not want to have to do Varessa's story quest. Oh, it's... that one came up. Varessa! Hey, before I do that. I had to do that, sorry. Right, awkward.
Oh, you're here already!
Excuse me. Also, realistically, would I have to do Varessa's like story quest first to get to know her? What I'm seeing, like I was supposed to do this event.
Yep, my dad whipped up something fantastic as always. He's a great cook. He can turn any protein or vegetable into something delicious.
No wonder you look so refreshed. That's the power of a good meal!
That's right. I was hoping to bring Uncle Akatl with me, but he wasn't home. So I guess you're stuck with me.
Alright.
Uncle Akatl is our chief, by the way. Who better than the chief to introduce you to the tribe, right? I've never given an official tour before, so I'm thinking I'll just explain things as we go along. Is that okay?
Of course! That sounds great!
Okay. Whew. Then, let's start in that direction.
Eat on. Folks. I can do this. I would like to complete the event quest in the stream and then that, and I think tomorrow, depending on what I'm doing. Oh, I guess I could do focus mode. I'll do this first, see what happens if it's still locked. I'll do focus. I want to do Iz and Farina. Putting these off. I also need to do Arlecchino so I can unlock our boss. Need those materials for certain characters. And, well, your boy's slacking. Oh, I didn't realize there was a book. Headless... Ponto? I don't know.
My place is over there. See that fruit stand out front? My house is right behind it.
Oh, it's a nice house.
You have a fruit stand in front of your house? Does that mean you grow the fruit yourselves?
You guessed it. My family runs a huge orchard. We live really close to the main entrance of the tribe. So every morning, I wake up to the sound of all the people and carts on the road. That's also when my parents start work. So that's how I know it's time to get up.
And then you all work in the orchard together.
Well, knowing it's time to get up and actually doing it are two separate things.
Yeah.
Most of the time, I end up curling under the covers and falling back asleep.
Oh, Paimon gets you. Sleeping in is the best kind of sleep. Plus, when you have the Traveler to wake you up, it's no big deal.
Next time, I'm sleeping in, and you can wake me up.
No, that was just a joke. Don't scare Paimon like that, Traveler.
Well, maybe you can both sleep in sometime. Once I get up, I usually help my parents around the house, head out for training, then come home for lunch. After lunch is when my parents do their delivery runs. So then it's my turn to work in the orchard.
That should be about now, right?
Oh, Paimon would love to see the orchard. Can you show us?
Sure thing. We'll go right after this. But first, come with me.
Where are we going? Celebration. Oh, no, it's... Ah, Isan. I guess that would also make sense, too.
Oh, Coach Yansan. Are you here to do some training?
Nope, just doing some maintenance on the equipment here while I have some time. Oh, it's you two! Welcome to the Collective of Plenty. Look, I bought this at the stadium the other day.
Hey, it's me!
Wait, we've seen that graffiti design before.
Yeah, even the Adventurers Guild has one.
It's not easy to get your hands on one of these. I had to wait in a super long line.
Ooh, I bought a top with that design too. I hung it up right next to my bed.
Yep, that's me, alright.
Ooh, you should sign it for me sometime. It would mean the world to me.
Ooh, I'd love to.
Oh, I meant to ask, what brings you out here anyway? We're just doing some adventuring. We don't have any concrete plans.
Yeah, we're waiting for Shiznaya and Nord Karai to open up.
We ran into Varessa on the road, and she was nice enough to lead us the rest of the way. She's even giving us a tour.
Also just realized that Varessa is wearing running. Considering that she's running like half the time.
It's my pleasure.
Still keeping up with your training, Varessa? No slacking, I hope.
Yes, Coach. Did 3 full shuttle runs, just as you instructed, Coach.
Good. Then we'll continue with the training plan. As for your diet, actually, no dieting for now. As you are. Feel free to use any of the equipment around here. But if you're planning to do strength training, make sure you have a spotter.
Of course. Don't need to tell me twice, Coach.
Wait, but isn't a special diet a huge part of bodybuilding? Veressa doesn't need one?
She burns so much calories she doesn't need to. She just needs to eat a lot to replenish the spent calories.
Oh, it's kind of a long story. I suppose you could say Veressa is among the select few who have a natural gift.
And probably fast metabolism.
When she first started training with me, I started her on a standard training regimen and wrote out a simple recipe plan to give to her father.
But it left me so hungry. I couldn't even muster up the energy to make it to class.
Yeah, that was my fault. It was just your average nutrition plan, but Veressa's metabolism is something else. Once I studied her eating habits, I was able to tailor it to her needs.
Yeah, Coach is really thoughtful that way. Now I feel like I'm making real progress. And the training and classes are a lot more fun.
Veressa is currently my top student. She can lift even more than me.
Wait, but you're the coach and the victor of the pilgrimage.
Takes a little bit more than strength to win the pilgrimage.
Don't sound so surprised. This kind of thing is really common in the fitness world. Everyone starts from a different baseline.
Wow, that's amazing! Paimon would have never guessed.
I'm not exaggerating either. Veressa is extremely strong. All she needs is a bit more confidence.
Oh, well, it's just because Coach is a great teacher. It didn't take much effort at all.
Just further proof that you're a natural.
Oh, believe me, I'm not. I mean, sure, I can face a few monsters and lift some heavy training equipment, but I'm useless when it comes to fighting other people. I'm scared I'll hurt someone.
Oh, that makes sense. But what about the pilgrimage?
I've never placed or even made it out of the team stage. I'm not good at fighting actual people.
When it comes to power, it's all about control. Take these weights, for example. It takes strength to lift them, yes, but also to control the weight when you set them down. True mastery means control during both motions.
You want to slam the weights when you put it down.
I know that, and I can do it just fine during training. But whenever I have to face a real person, I start to doubt myself.
Alright. It'll come with time.
Thanks. I appreciate the support. As long as I keep training, I'm sure I'll get it eventually. Well, we should get going, Coach. I told the Traveler and Paimon I would show them around the orchard.
Sounds good. I hope you enjoy your time here.
Why does he keep saying that? Okay, if I put this in experience mode, complete it and we'll do. Both the quests are like conflicting with each other. I'm honestly glad they gave us a focus mode to avoid stuff like that. Would have been really handy when I was doing the Iridori festival back in like 3.2, 3.4. Yeah, 3.4. Oh, okay, so this is her property. That makes sense. I was trying to get one of the pyro oculi on the cliff over there. I kept getting caught by Banara here. Banana?
Good girl, Vanana. Thanks for guarding the house. Now, let me take a good look at you. Did you have another growth spurt? Hey, I was just taking a look, not inviting you to wrestle. Next time, okay? Oh, this is Vanana. She keeps watch over the orchard when no one's here. She's a tough little thing, but also a clingy baby at heart.
Oh, just like a Rottweiler.
Did you say little? She certainly doesn't look it.
Anyway, this is my family's orchard. Come on, I'll show you around.
Jets are flying up ahead. Hopefully you don't hear them.
Whoa! It's even bigger than Paimon imagined! Oh, look at all the fruit! It looks delicious.
This is the Collective of Plenty, after all. Being so close to the volcano makes the soil extra fertile. So everything that grows around here is amazing. Especially the fruit. We sell a lot to the other tribes, give some to family and friends, and keep the rest for ourselves.
Well, if you have to live next to a volcano, at least you get something good out of it.
That's right. But since we're here, why don't we pick some and have ourselves a little snack?
Say less.
Wait, but didn't you just eat?
Yeah, but there's always room for dessert. Plus, we don't have to pick that many. A few dozen should do it.
A few dozen?
You know that fruit stand in front of my house? Well, as a kid, whenever my dad was working at the stand, I would tug on his shirt and ask for a piece of fruit.
Also, hello, Norbert. I feel really bad. I didn't see your comments from yesterday. I felt really bad. I had to apologize. Yo, for the pod. Of course, now I had the comments open on my phone. No, I could add the doc. I'm just too late. Yeah, I love her voice. I don't know who voices her, but she sounds familiar.
I would scarf it down in a heartbeat and then ask for another. Before long, people would gather around just to watch.
It's baby Veronessa. I'm taking this. We have baby Ganyu. Now we have baby Veronessa. Baby Dia. Oh my god. Horrible. Love it.
My dad told me I made the fruit look so delicious, more and more people started coming to our stand, which, of course, made me want to eat even more.
Oh, you're talking about Paimon's VA? Oh my god, dude. She's about to get fired. Hopefully she gets fired and recast, but we probably won't see it till 2 updates. But how am I doing? I'm doing pretty good. I had a 3-day weekend and then I've just been chilling and decided to play Genshin. How are you, Norbert? That's good.
The customers would ruffle my hair and say, "It's good to have a healthy appetite. You'll grow up big and strong for sure." I mean, what kid doesn't like a compliment? So I would smile, which would get my dad to smile. And then my mom too.
Aw, that's so cute! Plus, free fruit whenever you want. Jealous!
Oh no.
With all that said, it also helped that our fruit actually tastes really good. And I'm not just saying that. You'll see what I mean in a minute. Oh, and there's an epic feast showdown in a few days, so we're providing a bunch of the fruit for the desserts.
Epic Feast Showdown?
Oh, sorry. It's basically a speed eating contest. We need to prepare a ton of ingredients. So don't worry about anything going to waste. Okay, let's get picking.
Alright! Where should we start? Why is there a mushroom over there?
Yeah, what's with the mushrooms?
Oh, that kind of mushroom. They kind of appeared out of nowhere when we first planted the orchard.
Ooh, yeah, that would make red pints too.
They grow really fast and don't require any water or fertilizer. Oh, and the flavor is amazing. You can grill them, stir-fry them, or even eat them raw. The flavor has almost a fruity taste to it.
A mushroom that tastes like a fruit? That's a new one.
Absorb nutrients from the nearby fruit.
Yep, that could be. Anyway, as far as I'm concerned, if it tastes like a fruit, then it fits right in. Who cares where it came from? Go ahead, pick as much as you want. Might as well get some mushrooms too, and I'll whip up something to eat.
Yeah, I can explain a little bit more. Like, there was a whole drama. Oh my gosh.
I'll grab some of this, and a few of these.
It's a whole challenge? Hold on. Time out. It was more one of the VAs got replaced, recast, I should say, by another guy who speaks English, but he's based out in Tokyo, where he's not aware of any of the SAG strikes that's going on. And they're like, yo, what the hell? Why did you replace him? This is unfair. Don't you know there's a strike going on? He's like, dude, I have no idea what's going on. I'm out in Tokyo. I'm not even a part of your whole strike. Yeah, basically the whole strike, from our perspective, was all about AI. That's only like 10% of it. The deal that SAG sent to Hoyoverse was that, hey, you can't do anything with AI, which Hoyoverse has already done with other studios. Like with ZZZ, there's already a clause like with the VA studio saying, hey, we're not going to do any AI stuff, you have to hire actual voice actors. SAG is just trying to monopolize the industry by having only union people work on Hoyoverse products, which doesn't make any sense because Hoyo is in China, Shanghai, China. So only laws for China apply to them, nothing in the US. So people got like really fussy about that. Or actually, the VAs got really fussy that someone got replaced. They're like, oh, what the hell? This isn't fair. This guy's just doing it for clout. And this guy only has like three like things to his name. And it's like 3 of them are from like the same game. This guy has like just began his voice acting career. And they're just shitting on him. Meanwhile, the other 3 people, so Kuching's VA, Kaylee Mills, Karina, the voice actor for Paimon, and the voice actor for Candace were just talking mad shit to the guy. They don't even know this guy. They're just talking mad shit about how, like, oh, you'll never work on anything again. This is fucking bullshit. And yeah, the fans were not happy, and they were looking into the SAG clause that they were trying to have Hoyo signed, and they were like, yo, what the fuck? You know what? We were with you. You guys just totally shat on us, and yeah, we want you replaced now. I hope you do nothing else. No other voice acting roles. You guys just fucked it up. It's fucking wild. I get to pick everything? Okay.
Grab some of this, and a few of these.
I'm gonna pick everything. Yeah, the whole thing has just been wild. Kind of quiet down so far. We'll see what happens. Because we most likely won't see anyone else get recast. Like, any of the people that were acting all crazy till like 2 updates from now. This update just came out. And the funny thing is, the guy who got replaced only voiced the character for like 1 patch and wasn't working for 6 months. And that guy, his character's been silent for like the past 6 months. Look, well, he hasn't been working for 6 months. Yeah, you're gonna get replaced, especially if it's a new character. Oh. Hey, if this is an orchard, there should be more apples.
Whoa, that's quite the haul.
Well, you need a bunch of ingredients for the eating competition, right? Thought we'd give you some help. Oh, and you were right about the fruit. Paimon tried one, and it was one of the sweetest, juiciest pieces of fruit Paimon has ever had. You must sell out every time.
I was also gonna say, like, once you pissed off, like, the Chinese community, like, they were legit, like, emailing the voice acting directors, like, yo, replace Paimon's English VA right fucking now. And, like, they broke the person's computer, apparently.
Also, Paimon tried one of the mushrooms too, in a weird
fuck
way.
with the Chinese
Really
community
did
in
taste
any
like a fruit.
Hoyoverse type thing, because they will fuck you up.
We should call them berry shrooms.
So, Natlan is basically, Mesoamerica. So, mostly, like, South America type type stuff. But it also has like a little bit of what is Wait, what is it called? Indo-Pacific type stuff too.
Well, Paimon had multiple nations worth of good food to refine her palate. Her taste buds never lie.
Yeah. It's not a bad place. I like it. It's the nation of war, so there is a god of war. Is Mawika. Apparently, in this land, the Pyro Archons are chosen by like the strong, like quote unquote, the strongest of all of Natlan. They're humans. So there's been like multiple Pyro Archons compared to like the nations where like, only one or two.
Well, thanks to your help, we can call it early today. Oh, I promised you a meal, didn't I? I'll be right back. I'm not the greatest cook, so it's nothing special. Still, high-quality ingredients are hard to mess up.
What's this? I was expecting like a fruit salad type thing.
Don't sell yourself short. It looks great. Paimon can smell the umami from here. Whoa! This is completely different from the raw taste.
Yeah, definitely two distinct flavors.
I'm glad. This kind of mushroom is a favorite in the tribe, but it's not well known outside the Collective of Plenty. Actually, we're hoping to use the upcoming competition to introduce it to a wider audience. Uncle Atoli has been coming up with new recipes like there's no tomorrow. Hey, you two should sign up. Only if you want to, of course.
What do you think, Paimon?
Oh, you mean the Epic Feast Showdown? Yeah, Paimon would love to sign up. She might not do very well, though.
Don't worry. You can tap out at any time. Nothing goes to waste. I'll take care of anything you can't finish.
Oh, good. Wait, aren't you competing too? Oh, then Paimon doesn't stand a chance.
I think it might be over for Paimon.
You never know until you try. Oh, besides, from what I just saw, it looks like you can hold your own. Well, anyway, winning isn't the point. Just think of it as an opportunity to try our local delicacies.
Oh, good point.
Still tag along.
Nice! Then let's sign up together! Time for Paimon to show these people what she's made of!
Okay, cool. That's gonna complete that. No go. Events. Oh, nice. You gave me the recipe too. Hell yeah. Back to Oh, I like how everything just came back too. I'm just gonna click. Not sure if I'm gonna use them on anybody, but use them anyway. I'm here. Trying to get this thing already. Hell yeah. Got it. Celebration all the way back at the stadium. Actually surprised they're doing the celebration in. Oh, of course, it's the main party spot. Here we in.
Kachina!
Fancy a slice of volcano cake? I baked it myself.
Oh, yes, please. So good. I want it.
In that case, Paimon be glad to oblige. Mmm, so good. Paimon's tempted to eat the whole cake.
Go ahead. I made this specially for you guys.
So hungry now.
Sweet cakes help people forget their worries. And I hope everyone could be happy every day.
You seem to have bounced back, Kachina.
Yep, I'm feeling much better. I definitely was unsure about where my future lay for a while there. But reading through those old scrolls, I realized that the 6 tribes haven't always been so united. They used to argue a lot, and even got into big fights.
I did see the Nintendo prices. $80 for a game? Come on now. In this economy? Come on. I kind of do wish I kept my originals. I definitely won't buy a Switch. Even though that Mario Kart game.
I've never experienced anything like that. I can barely imagine such a harsh way of life. I love Natland the way it is today. And I love spending time with my friends. As Uncle Pakal once told me, the harder something is to come by, the more we should treasure it. So I've decided to always do my best to help and make sure my friends are happy. Most importantly, I want us all to stay united, forever and ever. I haven't figured out exactly how I'm gonna do that, but I can start with what I'm good at, like baking delicious crackers and cakes to share with everyone.
You know what? Paimon just had an idea. You could open a cake shop. That way Paimon will be able to enjoy your cakes even more often than she already does.
I could totally see Kachina. A baking goods store.
You really think so? I'll have to get Moalani to teach me how to run a shop then. Baking delicious desserts every day and making everyone smile. That does sound like a wonderful life.
What? A bakery? You can't have a bakery? Come on
Thanks,
now.
guys. I think I might have found a new
Like an
goal
actual
to work
bakery.
towards.
Come on, get your mind out the gutter, guys. Come on.
By the way, Paimon hasn't seen Aoife or that Cuckoo-thesaurus yet. Any idea where they went?
Before the party, I heard he was planning on heading up that hill to pay respects to his ancestor. They're not back yet?
If he doesn't get back soon, all the best food's gonna be gone.
We should save him a plate. That's the only good thing to do.
Guess we've got no choice but to take the cake with us and go check on them.
Really? I have to go check on him? Wait, what words did she say? I thought you were talking to what I said. Oh, I got stick drift, so my character just randomly goes to the right. What? Oh, there he goes. The worst. What are these guys doing?
I owe you an apology too. I've been too harsh on you. Wish I could have frozen that moment in time so you could just listen to yourself.
A few more drinks, and who knows? You might hear it again. In your dreams.
But yeah, this is the new VA for the character. He was silent for like the past couple patches. So it's honestly really nice to hear him speak again. Type of cookie that cracks when you bite into it. What do you mean? Here they are.
The more meat you eat, the faster you'll recover.
I don't know if Teplosaurs are carnivores. You might have to go watch a video and like compare the two. Honestly, he doesn't do a bad job. I like it. But I also think he only had time to record like the lines for anything in the previous update. I also feel bad for the next VA for Paimon because there's no way they're gonna redo all 4 years of lines. They'll just have to do everything up from that like this point to the next. Okay. Oh my god, why is there 2 Aurorons? Oh my god.
I'm curious. How did you create that black mist?
The magician.
It was just an illusion. If Granny had been the one doing it, she could have come up with something much more impressive.
All right, you can stop with the flattery. Just an illusion? You're already good enough to fool me.
The only reason she's called Granny is because she's like 200 years old. She's like cursed or blessed with like eternal youth, so to speak. So she's called Granny.
Oh, is that incident still on your mind? I didn't exactly have a choice back then.
Relax. I'm not here to dig up the past. I'm just saying you've got a real knack for illusions. And that's something to be proud of.
Did you hear that? Granny's proud of you, Roron.
Thanks, Granny.
He used to get beaten up by her a lot. Like, a lot. Can I sit here? I can't sit here? I have to actually talk to them?
A toast to the successful conclusion of the Bloomflower trials.
Here, here.
Cheers!
Cheers. It's empty.
Cheers. Finally. A few days off.
Planning a vacation, are we?
Judging from my experience with the pilgrimage, things are pretty quiet for a few days after competitions. There usually isn't much trouble.
Yeah, competitions do take a lot out of everyone. We all need a good rest.
Cheers to that. And a long overdue break.
I go on vacation as well? Oh, right, I can't take vacation. I became too important at work.
Try some. Try some. How do they taste?
Delicious, as always. It's your signature dish after all.
How? Yum!
And yeah, it is Gora.
This wine's amazing.
Of course. Wouldn't have made it into my collection otherwise. Drink as much as you like today, people. I mean, I owe you all one, don't I?
I get a drink? Oh?
We might just have to take you up on that. As much as we like? You might regret saying that.
All right. Bring it on.
Yeah, also Chief Biram is like the tallest NPC I've ever seen in my entire life. In this game, I should say. Here's the God of War, the Pyrarchon.
I've kept the extra sacred flame crystals for future use. Next time you need some, just come to me.
I don't know what I need them for, but thanks.
Also, this is my first time acting in a play like this. I find I really enjoyed it. What did you think of my acting skills?
You're a natural thespian, even though you had to like read the lines off your.
Oh, really? Well then, next time something like this comes up, don't forget to keep me in the loop.
Maybe Lady Farina will need like an actress and recommend you on. Especially if they need to do like cool tricks on a flame strider. I talk to everybody. I know as soon as I go look for Aoife, it kind of sucks. I would stay here for a little bit longer.
Want some more cake? I made plenty.
Yes, I want some cake, please. Like, I actually want a cake. I want to eat a cake right now. It has to be chocolate. Why is he so far away? Oh, never mind. Lured by his ancestors.
All right.
There he is.
Yo, Ancestor Man. Guess you're reunited with Antu already? I have a Kukasaur companion too, so I totally get how you must have felt. First time I saw this dude, he was out in the wild, being bullied by other Saurians because of his unusual appearance. He'd been pecked all over the place, bleeding from head to toe.
Dang.
He barely made it. I gave him some meds, and from then on, he just stuck to me like glue. Even wound up becoming my assistant.
Thanks, bro.
Hey, don't mention it, dude. Being on the road with me as a vet was never gonna be an easy gig. One time when we were treating a sick Saurian, Kakuku got infected too. He ran a high fever, and I searched everywhere for ingredients and did everything I could for him. But despite giving it my all, he was right on the edge, man. And all I could do was keep praying.
Dude, I love Kakuku.
If he hadn't recovered, I know I'd have felt the same guilt you did. Luckily, he managed to pull through. And he even stayed by my side, helping me ever since. He's a solid assistant, no question. So yeah, Kakuku, I'm the one who should be thanking you.
Hey, don't mention it, dude.
Your medicine born of guilt? Don't sweat it. We'll keep improving it as we go. You have my word. That way, no one else will ever have to feel the same guilt that you did ever again.
That's just Aoife. That's how he speaks. This is like the first time seeing him. Oh, that's it? Oh, it just ends like that. We don't get to say hi to him. Oh, good.
Huh? Yo, bros. What brings you guys here?
Bringing our bros some cake, of course. Kachina made these herself, you know. They're incredible.
For real? In that case, I gotta...
Oh, wow. That's awesome, bro.
Hey, save some for me.
Oh. Perfect. Just like that, they're gone like the wind. Look at this.
Try and stop me!
Ouch.
Rev the engines!
Thing can also glide on water. The greatest thing ever. Right. Now I can go back to doing this.
Oh, hey, you're here.
It's been a while. When Varessa told me you signed up for the Epic Feast Showdown, I could barely believe it. Sounds like Varessa might finally be in for a challenge this year.
You sleep?
Honestly, I'm not even that good.
What's wrong? Sounds like you're still half asleep.
Just, hungry. It's competition day, so gotta show up with an empty stomach.
One thing I do love about Natlan is like a lot of characters do like that type of stuff with their eyes.
Not much longer, Varessa. Atoli's firing up the ovens as we speak.
Got it. I can wait.
A little snack won't hurt.
Oh, about the competition. Usually you have to pay for the food if you don't finish.
Oh, are you serious?
But when I heard you two were coming, I talked to Atoli and we agreed to waive your expenses.
Oh, hell yeah, that's what I get for being the hero of Natlan.
Really? So we get to eat for free? Awesome! Now we can just take it easy and box up whatever we don't finish!
Thank you. We appreciate the generosity.
Please, it's our pleasure. You've done so much for Natlan. Just think of it as a small token of gratitude. When the Abyss invaded, we weren't hit with large waves of monsters. But the volcano became unusually active. As the Guardians of Tolan, we couldn't stand by and do nothing, so we immediately dispatched a team to the summit.
I definitely agree.
Varessa was a key member of that team. Varessa?
Huh? Oh, right. Yes, I was there. I brought so many Saurus crackers with me that day. Sorry, not the point. There were abyss tumors all around the summit, agitating the magma and spawning all kinds of monsters.
Yeah, like a couple updates ago, there's a giant war they had to fight in. It was about like 2 hours long. Where like the entire map was just getting attacked by the abyss. And just everyone's just dying and shit. We're like, oh my god, what is this? This isn't the same game anymore, guys. Everybody's dying. What do we do?
But once the Pyro Archon did her thing, we were able to smash them to smithereens.
Yeah, but these guys were like not that affected because they're further away. Volcano became unstable.
Looking back on it, the goal was probably to hold us up so we couldn't send reinforcements to the areas around the stadium.
That too.
Good point. Your tribe must be full of great warriors with all the training you do. The Abyss really is a cunning enemy. Oh, and you mentioned something about the Guardians of Tolan? What does that mean?
That is a duty our people have held for generations. The volcano is very important to us. It brings disaster, but also opportunity.
Oil.
Our people rose to the challenge of living in this environment, and in return, we get fertile soil and a thriving ecosystem.
I couldn't think of the word fertile.
That's right. The Natlanese are never ones to shy away from a challenge. Although, whenever we spot unusual volcanic activity, we always report it to the stadium.
Oh, so there's a lot more to this place than good food, huh? Hold on. Where did Varessa go? Wasn't she just here?
Oh, I just saw her leave. I thought someone must have called for her.
My guess is that she followed the scent of the food straight to the kitchen.
Let's go check on her. Paimon understands the torture of an empty stomach better than anyone.
You act like I don't feed you, Paimon. Jeez.
I'll lead the way.
Build fungal trees. Alright, Norbert, take care. Good night. For watching. Oh, look at that. Liquid becomes battlefield. They're often epic. Oh, in full king. Also, I like this.
Oh, that smell. So delicious.
I'm hungry again. I had a very early.
Juicy mushrooms, melted cheese, mouth-watering steak.
Ah, look who it is. I thought I felt an intense energy around here. I know better than to get between you and your next meal. The food just needs a few more minutes. Here, this should tide you over in the meantime.
Wait, is this priest meat stew? Thank you, Uncle Atoli!
Varessa! You really did head straight for the kitchen. What's up? You seemed lost in your own world just now.
Oh, it's you. Sorry. I completely spaced out just now. The next thing I knew, I was all the way over here with a bowl of stew in my hands.
Don't worry about it. I think we can all guess what happened.
Prep took longer than usual. so I had to push back the competition. Sorry for making you wait, Veressa, especially on an empty stomach.
No worries, Uncle Atoli. Your delicious soup fixed me right up.
Oh, that sounds more like the Veressa we know.
I've only known her for like a day.
I become completely useless when I'm hungry. I really wanted to focus on the conversation back there, but no luck.
That's perfectly normal. It takes a lot of energy to train the way you do, so you need more food to make up for it. You two know what I mean, right? Try to do too much on an empty stomach, and you end up feeling weak and lightheaded.
Oh boy, Paimon's been there before.
So, when is the competition supposed to start? Not sure I can wait much longer.
1 sec. I'll go check.
We're all set. Time to gather the contestants, Coddle. The showdown is about to begin.
Got it! Let's head to the venue. The food will be brought out shortly.
Finally! Oh, I'm so ready to dig in.
Operate the machine, what? Is this gambling? Oh, what? That's awesome! Alright, start the competition. Oh, look at all that good food.
It smells so good! Veressa had the right idea. It's definitely worth the wait.
Yep, it looks great.
Yeah, we could maybe finish one portion between the two of us. And even that's a stretch. But one portion each? There's no chance.
Time to dig in. Thanks for the food, Uncle Atoli.
Whoa! Hold on! Veressa's plate looks completely different than ours!
God. What the hell? Oh my god! Oh, there's like 3 lobster heads on this thing. Holy shit! 2 massive egg or 3 massive eggs. Look at the size of them lime slices, man. My god! Also, again, this is making me real hungry. Probably gonna have to go.
I forgot to mention, the competition actually has 2 levels. The regular challenge and the Veressa challenge. The Veressa challenge is only for people who have completed the regular challenge in the past. It's named after Veressa because, well, so far, she's the only one who's been able to finish it.
Oh my god, that look that she did. Oh, you.
You're kidding. You had to invent a whole new challenge just for her?
Believe me, if Veressa competed in the same class as everyone else, the winner would be decided before the competition even started. What's the fun in that? Only one other person has come close to beating the Veressa challenge. And that would be the Pyro Archon herself.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. Wait, you're saying Moika has done this before? Considering what she ordered that one time when we were at the Signs of the Canopy, yeah, I'm not surprised.
Of course. She breezed through the normal level, but the Veressa challenge was still too much, even for her. Back then, it was all part of an investigation. You see, the Pyro Archon covers all expenses at the Weary Inn the night before the pilgrimage. And each time, Veressa's tab would show several dozen people's worth of food for a single person. The speaker's chamber thought something had to be wrong. Maybe there was a mistake in the accounts, or someone was trying to defraud the Archon. But once the Archon finally saw Veressa's appetite in action, that was that.
Whoa. Okay, so you're saying Moika had these portions, and she just breezed through?
It only get harder as the food gets cold.
You're right. Let's go. Paimon's gonna defend her honor with everything she's got!
Look at that tiny little spoon Traveler has in his hand. Oh my god, what a insane challenge.
Whoa! Tender, juicy, grilled to perfection! It's delicious!
Ravenously.
Oh, you gotta try this one too, Traveler! It's amazing! Oh, and this! And this one is... Alright. That's it. Paimon taps out.
That was too much for her.
All this time. And it doesn't look like we've made any progress.
We barely even dented it. And then look at her plate, her massive plate. It's gone. All there is just a couple veggies, some limes, and some lemon slices. Holy crap.
Oh, Paimon's ready to throw in the towel.
What happened to defending your honor?
Okay, Paimon's tried as hard as she could, but this enemy is too strong. You know what? There really should be a Paimon challenge. Paimon's smaller than the rest of you. It's no fair for her portion to be the same.
Alright, Paressa will... But you don't eat.
Let's hear it for Veressa, who has once again completed the challenge. And with a 10% increase in portion size, it's a new personal best.
Dang, girl. Well deserved. A couple of them actually finished their plates. Like crap.
Ha! Well done, Veressa.
Amazing job! Oh, it's nothing. Uncle Atoli's food is just too good. I couldn't stop myself.
You actually finished it? Jeez, are you okay?
Huh? Why wouldn't I be?
You don't feel bloated? Or like you're gonna throw up? Oh, Paimon's so full it feels like she's gonna sink.
Oh, nope. I feel good, actually. Satisfied, you know?
He really does have like a really fast metabolism. Like, it's probably getting like digested as soon as it enters her like stomach. Spoken like a true champion.
Thanks. This is my specialty after all. Not that it's good for anything outside these competitions. If I'm honest, I'd rather be like you or Kochi-an-san. A hero brave enough to stand against the abyss.
Aw, don't worry, Veressa. For someone as talented as you, it's only a matter of time before you shine in the arena.
Ian-san, did you beat the challenge too?
Of course. The regular challenge is easy for me. I've attempted the Veressa challenge a few times too, but never even came close.
Still pretty amazing.
Okay, there has to be more to this than just appetite. Is there some kind of trick?
Yeah, she puts the food all in water and just scarfs it down. Guy who won the hot dog eating contest like a couple times in a row, I forget.
By the end, it was like the meat turned into one big greasy blob, and it was so hard to keep going.
Yeah, you'd probably get the meat sweats too, which is not a good feeling.
Oh, that's when you balance it out with some mushrooms. The ones from my orchard. Well, that's what I did anyway. As soon as the food came out, I set a few mushrooms to the side so they wouldn't soak up too much oil. Or get too mushy. That way, you have something fresh and fruity to balance it out.
Oh, so that's the secret! Use the mushrooms to cut through the heaviness!
That's right. You tried them yourselves, remember? If it tastes like a fruit, might as well use it like one.
Yep.
I think more people from outside the tribe would beat the challenge if they knew about that mushroom.
Ian-san, some of the contestants are looking for you. Something about being ready to train?
They want to exercise. After all that food? Sorry, everyone. I should intervene.
Yeah, go tell them to take it easy!
Well, how did everyone do, Uncle Atoli?
Almost half finished the regular challenge. I believe that's a record. Either the contestants are getting more experienced, or my cooking was extra good this time.
Everything was delicious! Especially when it first came out all hot and steaming.
Thank you. When cooked at high heat, that mushroom has a special fragrance that really brings out the flavor of the other ingredients. Oh, and since you're new here, I should mention something else about that mushroom. It's an excellent addition to any dish, but there are actually 2 varieties. Red, which is the most common, and green. There's not much to note about the red ones. Sell them, eat them, do whatever you want. But if you see a green one, it must be picked and eaten right away.
Huh? Why's that?
That's just what a scholar from Sumeru said when the orchard first opened.
Really?
No one knows the reason. We just do as we're told. Whenever a green mushroom pops up in the orchard, I pick it and eat it. The flavor is identical to the red ones.
Okay, because that's not weirdly specific at all.
You want to know the reason behind it?
Well, of course. Who wouldn't be intrigued by something like that? But curiosity isn't always a good thing, right? Oh, by the way, Veressa, I'm almost out of red mushrooms. Could you run to the orchard and grab some more for me?
Of course, Uncle Atoli. I'm on it. Want to come with you too?
What do you think, Traveler? Paimon wouldn't mind working off some of that food.
Read about this mushroom.
Paimon will take that as a yes. Alright, let's go. Thanks for the food, Atoli.
Haha, my pleasure. But try to finish it all next time.
Yeah, we only made like, what? Half of it? That's honestly funny that Alwika even like tried the challenge. She's like, oh no, I can't do this.
After that meal, I'm ready to tackle anything.
Besties, hang on. Okay.
Oh, something on your mind? Is it what Uncle Atoli said about the green mushrooms? Don't worry. He can be a bit dramatic sometimes. The green mushrooms don't appear that often. Besides, I check the orchard every day, and if I see one, I eat it. If anything, I wish there were more around here. Means more free mushrooms for me.
Wait, is that one right there? Huh. Talk about a coincidence.
Huh, that really is green.
See? There's nothing special about it except the color. Give me 1 sec. I'll start a fire and grill it right up.
I thought we were gonna eat it raw.
Paimon's gonna pass on this one. She's way too stuffed from earlier.
I wonder why that scholar said what he said.
You mean why we have to pick and eat the green mushrooms right away?
They're doing the suspenseful music right now?
To be honest, I'm curious too. The scholar looked really serious when he said it, but he never explained the reason behind it. Uncle Atoli has a point, though. Curiosity can be a bad thing. If we stop doing what the scholar said, something terrible could happen.
You could look into it at least. That's what an adventurer would do.
Us?
Yeah, but my tribe is more important. I love everything about this place. Maintaining the status quo is good enough for me. I know the truth is important too, but I don't have the right to make a decision that could put the people around me in danger. In other words, deep down, I guess I'm just scared. Scared that change could mean losing control.
You're strong enough to uncover the truth. You're strong enough to command the truth.
Command the truth?
If fear is the only thing stopping you, let us help you shoulder the burden.
Yeah, we don't have to stop following the scholar's orders. We can start by gathering information.
You're right. Curiosity can be a bad thing. What you don't know can still hurt you.
You have a point. You know, you remind me of another hero from our tribe. Her name was Fiatena. Just like you, she was full of courage and never stopped challenging and exploring the unknown. She's my idol. Actually, could you give me a moment? All I need is 3 seconds. Lady Fiatena, lend me your courage. 3, 2, 1. You're right. I can't keep running from the truth. I want to command it, just like you said. So, where should we start with the investigation? You probably have a bunch of experience.
I think we should taste it first.
Oh, the green mushroom, you mean? The taste is the same as the red ones. There's nothing special there.
Well, the Traveler is a lot more perceptive than most people. He should at least give it a try.
Oh, I see. Well, then I'll grill some up right away.
Taste is the same.
So, notice anything, Traveler?
Nope. No difference in taste.
Just like Varessa said. Guess it was the same for all of us.
Stuff coming off of it, though.
Finally, a worthy devotee after all this time. Fascinating.
Who said that?
No need for alarm. There is only one among you who piqued my interest, and that is the one with golden hair. Seeing as you all appear to be acquainted, I allowed the rest of you to hear my voice as well. Now, I shall grant you all the honor of becoming my first subjects in this era.
Cut to the chase. Talk a big talk, but I've heard that before.
Now. You were the ones who wanted to learn more about my origins. I merely granted your wish.
Origins? Wait, you're the green mushroom?
So you do know how to use your brain, young one. You'll excuse me if I have no interest in you, craven and dull-witted as you usually seem.
Damn, that's fucked up.
Hey, watch it, buddy!
Let me remind you, it was your own curiosity that started all of this. I see no reason for me to stand down. I only granted you this audience because I saw potential in you. I am the Sage Lord of Fungi. Serving me is a great honor, as well as a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
Sage Lord? Good one. Did you come up with that yourself?
You mock my name? All you do is make a mockery of your own taste. Of course, the Sage Lord of Fungi is too dignified for petty arguments with lesser organisms.
Damn, lesser organism, Paimon.
Sure doesn't sound like it.
Nope.
That's enough out of you. What's wrong with you humans? You should be full of reverence at this point.
I'm not intimidated by the one that calls himself the Sage Lord of Fungi.
In that case, I don't know what went wrong, but you lack the trust and worship to be my subjects, so we shall have to table that for the time being. However, I am willing to share my sagely knowledge with you. I have all the answers you seek. As with all seekers of said knowledge, all you have to do is prove your sincerity, and we shall see if you're worthy.
Look! More green mushrooms right in front of us!
These clones are my most loyal subjects, as well as the keepers of my secrets. If you want answers, then gather your wits and search for clues. I shall await your summons. It might be advisable to brush up on your devotion in the meantime.
The voice is gone. Finally, Paimon had enough of that racket.
Same.
Talking in our heads without permission, spewing a bunch of nonsense. Even a Hal is better than him.
Definitely.
So, do you think what he said was true? About being the Sage Lord of Fungi and all that?
Maybe, but most of it sounded like hot air to Paimon.
May not know who he is, but we know he exists.
True. That conversation in our heads definitely was real.
And it proves these mushrooms aren't regular mushrooms at all. Something fishy is going on.
Which means we have made the right call to investigate.
I guess this is the beginning of our hero's journey then. So let's make like heroes and get to the bottom of this. So we can command the truth and this mushroom. Okay. That sounded a lot cooler in my head.
Alright, we'll get there.
Well, we have one thing going for us. We've faced mushrooms before, and they're pretty pathetic as far as enemies go.
Such insolence!
Did you hear that? Sounds like someone's mad.
You're spying on us?
No response. Guess he's not gonna admit it.
Well, he said his subjects hold the clues to his secrets. Who knows if he was telling the truth? But we can't just ignore the green mushrooms, so let's start investigating.
Let's start stabbing it. Maybe we'll tell its secrets if we torture it. Oh, no, you can't do that.
Okay, so this one is red. Ah!
Oh my god, it turned green.
Fungus! It turned into a fungus! In that land of all places!
Huh. First.
So this is one of his subjects? Well, it's kind of cute.
Bull warrior compliment? Much appreciate. No, bull warrior natural enemy. Eat. Must resist.
Careful, Veressa! This is a kind of monster from Sumeru. Even though it looks cute, it can still attack you!
A monster? Aw, that's too bad. I was hoping we could be friends.
Gather your wits and search for clues. Well, surely violence is a form of wit.
Ah! Mercy! Mercy! Food is sacred! Everything else, waste! That all I know. Promise!
It turned back into a normal mushroom. What's going on?
I guess it told us everything it knows.
You mean that food is sacred?
Well, that's a whole bunch of nothing. Let's go look somewhere else. Oh, a green mushroom! And it turned into a fungus! Nice try, but you're not scaring Paimon with that one twice! Okay, let's go on the initiative. Hey, you! What's the whole food is sacred thing about?
As our Sage Lord stated, you must demonstrate your wits to receive the answers you seek. That means I should be the one asking the questions, not you.
Okay, so it turns out this one can talk. Fine. What do we have to do? Solve a riddle or something?
Riddle? Oh, I'm not good at that. Could you, give us an easy one?
That sounds like a problem for your friends. Besides, did I say this was up for negotiation?
Not a fan of riddles either.
Enough chatter. Time for my question.
Ask it then.
Why are all the mushrooms in this orchard willing to become the subjects of the Sage Lord?
Man, how are we supposed to know?
Because they balance out when you eat meat. Get that fruity taste to it, you know, to help balance out your meal.
Because you're his clones, right? I remember him saying something like that.
Alas, no wits in sight. The answer could never be that simple.
Oh, jeez. Sino, where are you? Come look at this. Traveler's about to make a pun. Because he's a fun guy.
What? How did you get that so fast?
Wait, that was the actual answer?
Oh, it's that kind of riddle.
I like how they did the Sumeru soundtrack too. Sino's laughing from like all the way out in the academia is like fun guy.
Sumeru mushrooms! Of course! Paimon can't believe she didn't think of this possibility.
Wait, does that mean everyone in Sumeru is into puns? Huh. Is it because the people are so clever?
Because of the General Mahamatra.
No, we just, have a lot of experience with these kinds of jokes.
Flip that. That's so fun.
Well, since you have proven your wits, I will now answer your question. The act of eating is not only a physical necessity, but also a sacred ritual. Mushrooms like us are the Sage Lord's intermediaries. Incinerating our flesh forges a spiritual connection between you and the Sage Lord himself.
Oh, so that's why he could speak to us in our heads.
So you're saying if we want to talk to him again, all we have to do is eat more mushrooms? No, wait, don't turn back into a regular mushroom! Oh, too late. And all we have is another cryptic message.
Well, if eating is a sacred ritual, maybe we need to perform some kind of ceremony with special tools or something.
Or just cook them.
Oh, good thinking, Veressa! Let's try and ask the other mushrooms! Oh, but we should probably pick this one first since it's a green mushroom. Hey, there are 2 fungi over there! Looks like they're discussing something.
Have you figured out how you're going to test the humans?
Of course! Any random question should do the trick. They don't look very smart to me.
Wow, cool! You greencaps are so wise. Just like our Sage Lord. Huh, I'm so jealous.
It's all progressing as expected. I know exactly what they're going to ask. Oh, please, please tell us how to conduct the ceremony, and I shall respond. Nothing in life comes for free. You have 2 choices. Answer a question about the stars and moon above, or the dark abyss below.
Ew! And they'll say, no, I'm stumped. I can't think anymore, or my cap will explode into spores.
They're humans, idiot. They don't have caps or spores.
All right. Duh.
And then I'll say, you can't even answer the most basic of basic questions? Come back after you've studied for a few more decades.
Ha! Yeah! A few more decades.
Of course, they're so dense, it might actually take them that long to realize that. If eating is a ritual, then obviously the ceremony is the cooking.
Ah, see? I said that.
I mean, obviously it's the cooking!
Did they just give us the answer?
Who goes there? And you think we're the dense ones? Look in the mirror, buddy.
A floating pale organism out of nowhere! My cap almost burst into spores!
No, wait, don't disappear! At least explain yourselves first!
Back to regular mushrooms, huh?
So, we passed the test? Where's the sense of accomplishment? So much for gathering our wits. We didn't have to use our brains at all. Oh well. The important thing is the Sage Lord of Fungi wants us to use cooking to establish a stronger mental connection with him.
That sounds right. Uncle Atoli did say, when you cook this mushroom, the higher the heat, the better the fragrance.
Right! That was the case when you grilled them in the orchard too. Heat really does release their flavor.
They cook them just right. Maybe we'll be able to see the Sage Lord's true form.
Okay, let's give it a try.
Sounds like a plan. Hey, Veressa?
Definitely. But we should probably explain the situation to Uncle Akadal and the rest of the tribe first.
Good call. It's best for everyone to be prepared.
Point to point. I was totally not expecting anything.
Try and stop me!
Coming!
Indeed.
Huh.
Huh. Okay, so it felt pretty normal in the moment, but hearing it back does sound kind of, ridiculous.
Silence speaks volumes.
So, the mushrooms in the orchard are sentient. What a remarkable discovery!
Yeah, without your investigation, who knows what could have happened?
Thanks for looking into it, and for collecting all this information.
What a relief. I was worried it sounded like I lost my marbles.
It does sound far-fetched. After all, none of us have ever spoken to a mushroom. But we know you're not one to lie, Veressa. Besides, the origin of the green mushrooms has always been a mystery to us. Thanks to you, we now know something sinister could be going on. So, we should do our part to help.
Yeah, just let me know if there's anything I can do.
Wow, that didn't take much convincing.
Thank you, everyone.
Oh, wait. You said the mushrooms needed to be cooked at high heat, right? I can do that for you right now. I'll be quick. All right, I'm back. I used cast iron, so it should be hot enough.
Nice.
Whoa, it smells delicious! Suddenly Paimon's hungry again.
I'm still.
Well, here goes nothing.
Wait, that's his voice!
Looks like you stumbled upon the right path. But this temperature does not demonstrate even a fraction of the sincerity I require. Did you really think some common stove could generate enough heat to earn the acknowledgement of the Sage Lord? Humans are such a disappointment. You can solve my riddles when the answers are handed to you on a silver platter. But as soon as there are no more hints, not a shred of intelligence in sight. Do try and use your brain this time.
How did it go? Did you hear the voice?
Annoying menace of a mushroom! The Sage Lord of Fungi said the heat's still not high enough. Sage Lord of Nitpicking, more like!
Still, the only way to figure out his goal, keep playing along.
Not high enough, huh? I guess that means we need a more powerful source of heat. Attention, everyone! We need items that can generate intense heat. Anything you can find.
I'll see what I can do.
Leave it to me.
We should take a look too.
Definitely!
Volcano.
We're not super familiar with this area, though. Do you have any ideas?
Nothing concrete, but we could check around the volcano. It spews out all kinds of stuff. Maybe there's something we can use.
Awesome! Let's go! Paimon's gonna find something scorching hot and then throw it in that stupid mushroom's face!
Go this way. So agree. Could just take a short. To go. Oh. Point rule. Trying not to pick a fight with Saurians. Time for that.
Hey, there should be some avatars of lava somewhere along this path. Their cores are really hot. it might be just what we need.
You know, when you think about how everyone jumped to help us like that, it seems like your tribe has been suspicious of the green mushrooms for a while.
Yeah, but without you, we would have never gotten this far. I mean, tons of people have tried that mushroom without a weird voice talking in their head.
Right. So, even if you wanted to investigate, you had nowhere to start.
Yeah, this opportunity was a long time coming. Plus, the Sage Lord's arrogant attitude definitely triggered my tribe's competitive spirit.
Yeah, competition seemed to be a thing here.
Veressa doesn't seem competitive most of the time, though. Outside of training and fighting monsters, at least.
Yeah, well, I don't really like fighting or competing, to be honest. Simple day-to-day happiness is what matters to me.
A peaceful life.
Still, I've learned a lot from Kojian-san. She taught me that strength is a means rather than an end. We get stronger so we can use our strength when it counts. Like during the Abyss invasion. Having the training to master my vision meant that I could do something to stop it. So, no matter how scared I feel, I know I have to be brave. Because people are counting on me.
Hell, a certain strength deep within you.
Thanks. It's a work in progress. I can only hope that one day I can be as brave as Lady Fiatena. All right, we should keep looking.
Oh, nice, strong character.
Oh, looks like we can make this jump.
Uh-oh! A falling rock!
That avatar of lava pushed it down. Come on, let's charge!
Charge?
Oof!
Boom!
Charge! Da! Headbutt! Yeah!
Oh, switch back.
It's justice o'clock!
Boom!
Done and dusted. This core should be perfect. Look, the phlogiston inside it is still active.
Oh, nice.
Oh, let's see! Woo! Hot!
A few more chunks like this and we should be good. Come on, let's keep heading up.
Bee!
Careful! 3 avatars of lava ahead! Everybody stand back! Let's light it up! You two! Time to end! Ah! It's justice o'clock! Oof! Yeah! Ah! Hero incoming! Yeah! Huh!
Where's he at? Where's he at?
Oh no, not good! The volcano is acting up again!
I think I'm scared of a little rocks falling from the sky.
What is that?
What is this?
It looks like a giant weasel thief. Is there a Great Tolan weasel thief or something?
We call it a furnace shell mountain weasel. It's very aggressive, so be careful.
Hey, I was waiting for them to like finish talking.
It's justice o'clock! Pyroclastic surge!
Oh, what's it doing?
Teamwork is dreamwork! Hi! Oof! Kapow! Hit! Charge! Yup!
Get his ass, yeah!
What a great haul! A bunch of seeing eyes, and this thing the weasel used to spew out fire!
I think that's its back armor. It shoots out phlogiston, so it can pretty much attack from all directions. My dad told me about them once. Creatures that live in the volcano. I can't believe we actually ran into one!
I was not expecting that fight at all. The weasel's trying to get their payback for, you know, killing all of them.
This piece of armor might produce even higher temperatures than the seeing eyes. We'll get those mushrooms super hot this time.
Nice fighting back there, by the way.
Oh, well, even though I don't like fighting, sometimes you don't have a choice. So, I've tried to figure out a bunch of different ways to get myself in the zone. For example, I've read a lot of stories about heroes, and my favorite hero has always been Fiatenna, the one I mentioned before. Fiatenna's most iconic feature was her mask. So I decided to make one just like hers. So now, whenever I wear the mask, it's like there's a little piece of her with me. If I want to honor her legacy, I have no choice but to be brave. At the same time, though, I guess it's kind of like a crutch. Kind of like I'm hiding behind her strength.
Oh, you really think so?
But it helps you, right? Nothing to feel ashamed about.
Really? It's just... I feel like I need to take it off one day and face things alone. But the longer I put off taking that step, the more impossible it feels. I don't know if I have it in me.
You were the one to decide to investigate this case, not your mask.
Yeah, you had the courage to make that decision. And that's what adventuring is all about. Fighting is just a small part of it.
Oh.
Besides, Paimon thinks you're doing a great job. Just take your time. It's not a race.
Thanks for believing in me, you two. I've learned so much. And I won't give up. Not until I can face things on my own. After that pep talk, I feel like my appetite is back in full force.
You're hungry already? Paimon hasn't even finished digesting her last meal.
Come on, let's head back to the tribe. We'll earn that mushroom's recognition this time for sure.
Nice. Meaning of courage. Using a plunging attack, okay. Interesting. Gonna be hard. I really don't have plunging characters except Daming. I'm trying to get Isan. I don't think Isan. Definitely need the... It all just depends on how I'm feeling and stuff I need to get.
We should be able to see the stars tonight.
We're back! And we found a bunch of stuff to use!
Great. We're almost done with the preparations on our side, too.
I've managed to get these iron chunks red hot. We should be good to go.
Yeah, and since we need really high temperatures, I brought the best stove I could find.
And I got a bunch of buckets of lava on standby if we need more fuel.
Damn, this guy's crazy. It looks like we're gearing up for a fight, not cooking a few mushrooms.
Yeah, but the things we brought aren't your typical cooking utensils either.
Well, that mushroom started it, right, everyone? Disrespecting Veressa and her guest of honor.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see what sort of excuses it can come up with this time. Thanks for the help, everyone. It really means a lot.
All right, let's see what we have here. Huh? The armor of a furnace shell mountain weasel? Don't tell me you went into the volcano.
No, it erupted out of nowhere, and then the weasel appeared, and then, well, anyway, we got this in the end.
Either way, this is something special. Back when I was training to be a chef, I studied the effect of temperature on different ingredients. This kind of armor produces intense localized heat. It's great for fish because you can get a nice sear on one side without overcooking the other. Anyway, let's get started. The mushrooms are all ready to go.
All right, let's go.
Fire it up.
Whoa,
The fragrance is so much more intense! And what's with this weird mist?
Oh, the spores.
Wait, no. Something's not right.
Oh no. Oh no! We're high! They're sending us to a new dimension. Taking a while.
Where are we? Where did everyone go?
I have no idea. We just showed up here. I can't see the others anymore.
Huh? Is something wrong?
That's a cuddle! Chief! We don't know where we are!
What? I know it's hard to see through this mist, but aren't you here at the tribe with the rest of us?
So, you didn't feel anything strange?
No. What are you feeling?
Must be the Sage Lord's trick. Only affecting the three of us. But, why us and not the...
Because you are the only worthy devotees, of course.
Evil jerk of a mushroom, so this is what you look like!
Huh. He does look a bit more evil than the other mushrooms we met.
I am no longer concerned with your insolence. On the contrary, I am satisfied with your performance. So, as promised, you shall have the answers you seek. Of course, I have a goal of my own. Let me reiterate once more. The great sage lord of fungi, that would be me, is extending you the honor of becoming my subjects.
Ha! The only way anyone's serving you is on a platter!
Now, don't be hasty. It's inadvisable to speak in absolutes. You refuse only because you have yet to witness my miracles. Cherish this opportunity. It may not come again. As you know, Tivat is not a peaceful place. The gods wage war against one another. Monsters roam the land. Humans live in squalor. But then, humanity discovered me and learned that I could grant them unlimited power to fell even the most fearsome of enemies.
Huh. If we want to become strong, we just have to eat this!
Woohoo! Those monsters are no match for me!
And so, the humans worshipped me as their savior. And in return, I revealed my identity as the Sage Lord of Fungi.
You really expect us to believe that? Besides, as far as enemies go, a few puny fungi aren't that fearsome.
Such arrogance! Take that back and apologize before I lose my temper.
You wish!
I mean, those monsters really don't look that scary. Not the kind you'd need a miracle to defeat, anyway.
You insignificant mortals boast of strength? Very well. Then prove it!
Bring it on, fun guy. Time to kick some ass.
Hero incoming! Headbutt! Yeah! It's justice o'clock!
Burn it down!
Oof! It's justice o'clock! Yeah! Look out below!
Damn!
Well fought! You see? You ate a fair amount of my clones, and now look what you can do. Huh. My eye for subjects is as discerning as ever.
Huh. Weren't we insignificant mortals just a second ago? Weird.
I'll admit, you're not entirely useless, but my miracles are even greater than you can imagine.
No, don't just... another cryptic one-liner and another be a mushroom thing at this point. Well, what should we do? Follow him?
Yeah, let's go. I think he's trying to tell us a story, although I'm not sure if I like the plot.
Either. Okay. For the treasure, though. Of treasure. Oh, I'm so sorry. This.
I soon became humanity's faith, and, with my power, created countless clones, with which I could bestow upon them an endless source of sustenance. Food is a scarce resource. A faith that provides for the needs of the flesh is the most practical and noble of all. And as my subjects gave themselves in service, either as civilians or warriors, I rewarded them with mushrooms in proportion to their contribution. The most exceptional among them could receive as many as 20 mushrooms a day.
That's it?
What are you insinuating? Are mushrooms not enough?
Well, it's possible people couldn't afford to be picky back then.
Yeah, but now even Saurians have more options than that.
Got a point there.
Sustenance and strength. Such are the pillars of faith. So what do you think? A pretty enticing offer, wouldn't you agree?
Sorry, not interested.
Once you become my subjects, all you have to do is build a civilization dedicated to the mushrooms. And then...
Hold on. I don't know what happens next.
What do you mean, what happened next?
Right. If the humans dedicated themselves in service to you, then shouldn't you have your own tribe at this point? Or even your own nation? But I've read a lot of woven scrolls about the heroes of Natlan, and I've never come across anything about some kind of mushroom savior.
Also, what are you doing all the way out here in Natlan when you should be in Sumeru?
Of course not. I was in a different nation at the time. I don't suppose you know their history, too.
We've been to Sumeru.
Yeah, and we didn't hear anything about a mushroom civilization.
I never said it was Sumeru. I have no idea where that assumption is coming from.
Because fungi are creatures from Sumeru. Buildings from your vision support that too.
A trivial detail. You know what? You don't deserve to know what happened next.
Yeah, well, then you don't deserve our faith even.
Yeah, if you want us to respect you, stop being so secretive.
True. If we don't know how the story ends, it doesn't hold much weight now, does it?
All right, fine. Same rules as before. If you want the truth, you'll have to use your wits to earn it. If you fail to prove your worth, good luck getting another detail out of me.
He ran off. Come on, after him.
Oh. Uh-huh. Right.
He jumped down from here! So it looks like we just need to...
Hold on.
Is something wrong, Traveler?
There's something off about his motive.
Off? How?
That's how I feel too. Based on his personality, if he won't tell us how things turned out in the end, it must be because it's not something he can brag about. Besides, how did he even get from Sumeru to Natlan? Seems like he's avoiding that subject too. And through it all, he still hasn't given up on recruiting us. Even though he's in for a rude awakening.
Yeah, he seemed pretty annoyed with our questions. Why not just kick us to the curb?
Must be in dire need of subjects. Has to be the three of us.
But why?
Go after him. Keep an eye out for clues along the way.
All right, sounds like a plan. Let's go!
Huh, this reminds me of Gandaraville. Anywho, down the well. Gonna catch me riding dirty. Oh, side-scrolling? We side-scrolling.
Catch me if you can! If you can figure out which way to go, of course.
Absolutely insufferable. Come on, let's find him.
Okay, this is actually really made up. Too bad I don't know how to control the character.
Leave this to me. I'll clear a path for you. I think we can get these mushrooms to form a path. We just need to wait for the right timing.
Go, 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 go. Oh, shit.
Hurry up, Brassa!
Easy.
Here I go!
Easy, easy. Oh, I didn't hold it. Sometimes I forget you have to hold it. Oh, she could run on water. I didn't know that. I forgot that she could do that.
Get back on track. Hurry up, Brassa!
A dead end?
Jump up. Let it give us a ride. All right, this should be good. Get ready and jump!
Whee! Oh, that's awesome.
Backed into a corner, huh?
I'm on jump scare.
We've got you this time!
Ow! Well, that hurt, you know. You humans have such violent tendencies.
How did we lose him?
Not again. Although, I think I pulled something off of him.
A ball of mist. Oh no, it's spreading.
Oh no.
Ah, they're gonna eat us. Gonna eat us. Eat us.
Eat us? What?
Ungrateful humans. Oh, at this rate, I won't have any clones left. The more my clones are consumed, the less power I have. Oh, the situation grows dire. Why must the humans eat so much? My power is all but spent, but it was still enough to control a single human at least. Now all of Sumero knows how scrumptious my mushrooms are. So if I want to grow, I must relocate. And if I want it to happen fast, I need suitable environmental conditions. You! Take me somewhere hot. The hotter the better.
Yes, my lord.
Is this the place, human?
Yes. This is a volcano in a land far to the west. The temperatures here get very high. It should be a most suitable location for your lordship to regain his strength. I shall now find a good place to plant you, my lord, so that your mycelial majesty may take root in this fertile land.
Yes, proceed. Huh? An earthquake? No, a volcanic eruption! Ah!
So that's how it ended. No wonder he tried to hide it from us. It's pretty embarrassing.
I thought he said people formed communities around this mushroom and used it as their main source of food.
Yeah, but it looks like his following got too big and he couldn't keep up with the demand.
Huh. He used the mushrooms as his main recruitment tactic. But then the situation got out of control.
And it seems like his power is proportionally to the number of clones he has.
Which means the more mushrooms the humans ate, the less powerful he became, right?
Wow. So his following didn't last long.
Nope, which explains why there aren't any records about some kind of mushroom civilization. In the end, he mind-controlled a human to bring him to Natlan and then got buried under a pile of volcanic rocks.
Yeah, for who knows how long. When we were talking to him earlier, he seemed kind of, out of touch, you know?
Well, he has been living under a rock, so that checks out. But clearing out this area for your orchard finally allowed him to start regaining his power.
Yeah, that sounds right. My parents always thought it was so weird that mushrooms kept popping up around the orchard no matter what we did. Now it makes sense. Wait, but if everything we saw is true, that means this mushroom has mind control powers or something? That's a recipe for disaster.
Hold on. Do you remember what he showed us? A group of humans worshipping a giant mushroom. It just doesn't make sense. They must have been mind-controlled. But when he started running out of power, he couldn't keep it up.
Oh, yeah. Maybe that's why he doesn't seem to be able to control us either.
I understand now. Why it has to be us.
Oh? Why?
Plane on the way. I need to catch him to confirm my theory.
All right. Then let's find this mushroom.
Oh, it's hold the attack to do that.
Oh,
that's
the environment changed again. Nothing can phase Paimon at this point.
Let's keep looking. He can't hide forever.
So you made it this far. Impressive. In that case...
He hid himself in the statue. What should we do? Actually, that checks out. We're just gonna smash it, right? Cool.
Oh, shoot.
Running late again. Heads up! Everybody stand back!
All right, letting brave names echo!
Charge! It's justice o'clock! Look out below! I'm going in! Suffer the wrath of Eatley! Fulfill our pact! Fiatena, grant me strength! Charge!
Bam!
We've got you this time, nasty mushroom! We know all your schemes.
Maybe try hiding them a bit better next time.
We thought you were just a mushroom that happened to taste good. But now we know how dangerous you are, so we have to stop you.
Huh. It would seem you're not completely devoid of intelligence. Fitting for my future subjects. Still, you're overlooking a very important detail. Did you think I was running away because I was scared? Well, this is a world of my creation. My will rules supreme. My schemes have been exposed, you say. No matter. My goal has already been achieved.
What?
Although I prefer to call myself the Sage Lord of Fungi, in the human tongue, I am known by another name. You now behold the god Bifrons, the sole protagonist in this endless carnage!
Bifron. You're a god.
Indeed, foolish, shallow, and ungrateful humans! Have you forgotten your savior during this time of war? I am the god who's protecting countless of your kind during this Archon War.
Dang, god from 500 years ago.
You have no food in which to satiate your hunger, no means with which to counter the hordes of monsters, and the gods loom overhead, capable of reducing you to ashes with a simple snap of their fingers. Just one word, and you could have had my protection. But now, that opportunity is lost forever, and you only have your own stupidity and arrogance to blame. No matter, my plan has already succeeded. What you saw when you cooked the mushrooms was not mist, but spores, set to sprout into green mushrooms very soon. And that's where their true power lies. Because, given a bit of time to grow, green mushrooms will multiply exponentially. You see, considering my current level of power, I had no way to create large number of clones. Unless, of course, I had access to a source of extreme heat. And you delivered one to me on a silver platter. That was my plan all along.
So, you kept running away from us because you needed to buy time?
Precisely. Before long, the green mushrooms will multiply at an unstoppable rate, allowing me to return to the peak of my power. Then, I shall reclaim my dignity and status as a god, achieve victory in the Archon War, and take revenge on Sumeru.
You have no concept of time, do you? Newsflash, the Archon War is old news, buddy.
Yeah, you're 500 too late. 500 years too late.
Nonsense! Is that not the source of your suffering? All I hear in this land is war this and war that. If you fear the Archon War, all the more reason to cower behind the protection of a god.
Pretty sure they're talking about the war against the Abyss.
Huh?
The Archon War? I guess I've heard about that once or twice, but only from Outlanders.
Ha! I see what's going on here. You're using lies and trickery to befuddle me. You know, my original plan was to imprison you here until the end of time. But now, I have a better idea. Once nothing is left of this land but an endless field of mushrooms, I'll set you free. You get the honor of witnessing that despair in person. Now, I was going to offer you a glimmer of hope by allowing you to pledge yourselves to me and take on the burden of managing my kingdom. But now, the deal is off.
An empty deal from the start.
What did you say?
You weren't chosen because you saw something in us. We're your only option.
The Traveler explained everything. The only reason I could hear you is because I've eaten so many mushrooms over the years.
Yeah, and Paimon ate a whole bunch during the competition. Paimon's small, so it didn't take as many mushrooms for her to be affected.
I happen to have a special constitution.
Point being, most people would have to eat a monstrous amount of mushrooms to even hear you over the buzz of a mosquito. So you latched onto us as a group of people who can actually hear your voice. In other words...
Or two.
You said your mushrooms need time to grow. Which means you don't have enough power to keep us here.
I may not have my former strength, but keeping a few humans right where I want them is a small task. Unless you think you can take on a creature as vicious and powerful as the Jade-Plume Terrashroom. Because you definitely can't.
Forget about
right?
him. Forget about him.
Let's get out of here.
Yeah, if he was telling the truth, we need to get back to the tribe as soon as possible.
Oh, no! You must be bluffing! A few measly humans couldn't possibly be that powerful! And what's this about a war against the Abyss? Hey, I want answers!
Paimon
gonna waste one more word on this guy. Let's go!
Ah, flashbang, jeez.
What should we do?
Worried? Ha ha ha! Don't be! It's just a few mushrooms. Unholy! Get ready to feast!
Salt Bay, really?
More, please! Guess it's time to dig in!
Even the Matsui.
Stop this at once! Huh?
What a great meal. Thanks, everyone. I feel like a whole new me.
And with that, we took care of all the green mushrooms. Now, care to tell me what happened earlier? It was lights out for all three of you. Someone planted a god in Varessa's orchard, and she's been eating it ever since.
Yeah, we know not every god that's still around is super strong, but this one reached a whole new low.
I can't imagine the bar getting any lower than that.
Also, didn't he have his facts all wrong? He kept going on about some kind of Archon War.
Ah, well, Natlan was never part of the Archon War, so it rarely comes up around these parts. It makes sense that you don't know much about it, Varessa.
Whoa, hold on. Are you serious?
Of course. The infighting between the dragons pretty much took over everything. So, there was no room for the gods to join in.
Makes sense.
Yep, that checks out. Living under a rock all those years, Mushroom God wakes up, thinking it's still the Archon War, and tries to use that to convince people to worship him.
Little did he know, our lives are much better now than in the Age of the Dragons.
So what do we do now? It can't be easy to slay a god.
I guess it's back to business as usual. As long as we keep picking the green mushrooms, that god is just a tasty mushroom at the end of the day. Actually, Traveler? Can I borrow you for a minute?
Sure thing.
Alright, here's good. So, it's not anything super important. I just wanted to thank you from the bottom of my heart. Your encouragement gave me the courage to investigate the green mushrooms and helped me resolve a threat to my tribe. And maybe this sounds weird considering everything, but it was a really awesome adventure. I had fun.
Me too. An adventure I'll remember for a long time.
Oh, why's that?
You got the chance to shine as a hero. All through and through.
You're right. I never thought my appetite would save the day. It's pretty surreal. But it's like you said, All it takes is a little patience and perseverance, and my time will come. If I start to doubt myself in the future, all I need to do is think of this experience and everything I've learned along the way.
Yep. Got this.
Hey, you two! Akata was saying that since a scholar from Sumeru warned the tribe about the mushrooms, someone there must know about the mushroom god. Should we go check it out? Couldn't hurt to get more information.
Oh, good point. But if we're heading to the academia, I need to get permission from Uncle Akatl first.
Right. And it's not a quick trip. We have to cross the whole desert.
Why don't we just ask the Adventurers Guild? Who knows? Maybe there's a Sumeru scholar in Outland right now.
Good idea. Let's check it out.
Oh. I go all the way to the stadium for that? Also, that cutscene was amazing. Catherine!
Oh, Catherine's back! And isn't that Tainari?
What the hell? Tainari, what you doing here, my boy?
Word from the speaker's chamber was that an Omerta scholar happened to be conducting research in the area. So they helped me to get in touch.
Damn. Guys, silent.
Yep, you're an expert, so you must know all about him, right?
Yeah, the mushrooms started popping up in our orchard not too long ago. Of course, you're welcome anytime. That's a huge help, actually. I wanted to ask, though, you said what remains of his clones? Does that mean there are clones outside of Natlan? Even now?
Oh, that's his clone? That mushroom underneath the chasm?
Zamaran?
Huh?
You know that name?
Yeah, Paimon calls it Sheesh Room. It's absolutely huge! Way more impressive than the puny Sage Lord.
Come on, when have you ever called it sheesh room ever? What the fuck? Yeah, Shinran is just kind of chilling down there for.
We should go see Zamaran one of these days.
Ooh, I'll come. It'll be nice to interact with a friendly mushroom for once. I would never.
Alright. Resta's quest is done. Holy was not expecting Tainari to just show up out of nowhere. Oh my goodness. That was good. That was a pretty good quest. Hey! Nice! Couple more spots too, so we'll probably see something for oh, I see one for Aoife, one out. Awesome. Horns, thank you very much. I gotta do a couple more of these, but I'll do this one.
What a place. Is the ability to not get lost some sort of talent?
The biggest one in history.
Not bad, not bad at all. Back over here. Patient stuff. And I think I'm gonna call it a night. Hey! That. Green mushrooms in her hand, hell yeah. Money real quick. Oh, for the Guardians. The Greatness of Fat. We'll do these on my own. Not bad. Here you go. Oh. They want to fight. Alright, get my squad ready. Actually, might.
Yeah.
The deer! Ah! The deer knocked me off.
Shoo.
What? Oh, I didn't get the other one. Capybara! Alright, let's do this.
Let's hope you put up a good fight.
By royal decree, Midnight Phantasmagoria.
The wind knows me. Not bad. As one with wind and cloud.
Teamwork is dreamwork.
Sometimes I forget when I do that.
Hunt them down.
Hazel gets hurt a lot.
Move it.
Dang, he hit me on the... Ah! He hit me twice!
Let's light it up.
Midnight Phantasmagoria.
Ready.
Pretty strong.
Yeah, that's right. Bad, already had two. Yeah, I'm gonna call it a night. Alright. Thanks for watching. Catch you in the next one. Peace.